Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to the last series of games in the regular season in the Central Suburban South for the new Trier Trevians as they take on the Maine South Hawks. New Trier Trevians come into this game with a record of 22-4, number one in the sectional. So Eric Nicholas will lead it off for the Trevians. Dan Hincliffe, I think it is, on the mound. Strike one. And Squibber back to the screen. We're right under the takeoff area for the O'Hare Airport. They're going to be flying overhead fairly low on the thrust. Leaving on a jet plane. I'm leaving on a jet plane. And low and outside the ball. We're going to have a lot of those. And a ground ball. Shortstop. Why now? Whoopsie. And Nicholas aboard. Here's Matt Cant. And a ball. And a line shot foul right down the right field line. So the first runner back. Maine South going to host a regional here. Foul ball. And ground ball taken by the second baseman over to first. And over to second goes Nicholas. Here's Kevin Donahue. And he takes a pitch high. Ball. And inside a ball. There you go. Second of it, strike on Donahue. And a fly ball. Left fielder going back. Heads it for the out. And going to third on the catch was Nicholas, and then the error, and he comes home to score. The tag up and going to third was Nicholas, and then thrown away, and he comes home to score. So that is scored as an error. Here's Dylan Horvitz. And a ball. So the Trevians got a run here early on in the ball game. And a ground ball through for the base hit single. Horvitz, the designated hitter today. Here's Cam Redding. outside of ball. Baseball action. Winding down the regular season, outside of ball. And tied a ball. 3-0. And in there for a strike. To Cam Redding. On a first, and they got Horvitz picked up and then throw it away. Another error on the Hawks here. And Horvitz aboard at second. And ball 4. And Redding with the walk, courtesy runner Francis Fay. And here is Anthony Clarko. Inside a ball. Baseball action on the network. Swing and a bit straight. And strike on the inside corner to Clarko. Maine South coach Bill Milano. It's his last home game of the regular season. He is retiring at the end of this year. And inside a ball. And a little squibber fouled off. And ground ball 2 for the base hit. The left, and that's going to bring home Horvitz. And over the third goes Fay, runners at the corners for the Trevians. And Sean Duer the batter. And pitch high and outside a ball. And a low ball. Also low for the ball. And ball 4. So Duer aboard via the walk. And here's Nate Shapiro. As the bases are loaded. Number 7 in the batting order. 2 out. And straight. Shapiro, third baseman for the Trevians. And he's got a base hit. And kind of a misjudged base hit, but a base hit nonetheless. Got a little careless there. So another run home. Bases, another 2 runs home. And Will McNulty takes a pitch high, a ball. And strike on the outside corner. The lock and load, and a ground ball through to left field. Base hit, another run home. And 2 out, and back to the top of the batting order, Eric Nicholas. And strike on the inside corner. And a base hit to left. And yet another run's going to come home to score. And over to third goes McNulty. Now the ball gets away. And in he comes with another run on an error. Matt Can. Batting for the second time in the inning. Outside the ball. And inside for a ball. This is the first time that I can remember that a regional and a sectional are being played in the same spot, same field. Ball 4. Can aboard. And New Trier, the beneficiary of that. They will play both the regional and the sectional at Kerrywood Field, Cubs Park Kerrywood Field in Chicago. Hot shot right down the line. That's a fair ball. And that's going to score another run. And Can over to third. On the double by Kevin Donahue. Here's Dylan Horvitz. And pitch high, a ball. And Horvitz has a blast. That's going to be a gapper out there, out beyond the left fielder. And that's going to score 2, and a double for Horvitz. Back-to-back doubles. And more runs are in here. Cam Redding, the batter. He walked his first time up here in the inning. Takes a pitch high for a ball. They're coming fast and furious here in the top half of the first. And low ball. And a little bit outside the ball. And ball 4, and again Redding draws the walk, second time in the inning. And again, Francis Fay, the courtesy runner. And here's Anthony Clarko. And Strike on the outside corner. And inside the ball. Well, baseball winding down in the spring. And ground ball right back up the middle. That's a base hit. And Francis Fay going to go on over to third. Another run home. As Horvitz home to score. Here's Sean Duer. And a balk. High bounder. And a whoopsie. Another base hit. And Calarco home to score. And Nate Shapiro. And he sends a blast right down the line. That's a fair ball down the left field line. And Duer stops at third. Shapiro with a double. And for the second time in the inning, the Trevians have batted around. Here's Will McNulty. $15 runs. No. 13 runs here in the inning. And McNulty. And he gets a single, a little bloop. And that'll score 2 more. Now it's 15 runs. And here's Eric Nicholas, batting for the third time here in the top of the first inning. Strike on the outside corner. Swing and a base, strike. And foul ball. Back at us. And dropping in for the base hit single. And over to third goes McNulty. And here's Matt Can. He's batting for the third time in the inning. In there for a strike. And fouled away. And high and outside the ball. And all the way back to the warning track. Can will stop at second. And Eric Nicholas again home to score. He's got a unique distinction. He's been on base 3 times in the inning and scored 3 runs. All in 1 inning. Fly ball to right by Donahue, and the inning it finally comes to an end. Not before the Trevians pound out 13 hits and 17 runs to start the ball game. And Jaden Ortiz leads it off for the Maine South Hawks here in the bottom half of the first inning. Well, this one's over early. Strike on the outside corner. Tom Nugent on the mound. And right down the line, that's a fair ball. And a leadoff single for Ortiz. And T.J. Bauer, the batter. And the ball low on outside.
All right, TJ, come on, kid.
Now the first runner back. And low ball. And strike. Swinging a ground ball up over the head of Shapiro on the hard infield. And 2 on. And Declan Griffin, the batter.
All right, Jack, come on, kid.
Little foul tip, strike. Well, we officially gave Maine South 5 errors. Technically, a couple of those New Trier things that were called hits by the official scorer were possibly errors. Outside the ball. And a high bounder. Shortstop Donahue out at second, safe first on the fielder's choice. So, runners at the corners. And Salvatore Shakala, the batter. Outside the ball. And in the dirty ball. Battery today of Tom Nugent and Cam Reddick. And strike. Ball to right. It's a base hit. That's going to score a run. And Maine South's cut into the lead. It's now 17-1. Here's Spiros Vesalopoulos. That's his pitch outside the ball. Spiros Vesalopoulos. Takes a strike. I like those nice, easy to pronounce English names. And a fly ball. Down the line, foul. And scooped at, fly ball, little pop-up, and think about a second baseman. McNulty for the out, and here's Danny Toohey. So 2 out, and 2 aboard. And strike. Danny Toohey batting here. The lock and load. In there for a strike.
Hey, Danny, come on, Danny.
And just missed a little outside.
All right, Dan, come on, Dan.
And strike three. And we're done with the first at the end of one. New Trier 17 and Maine South 1. We'll be back with more. The Metro Chicago Sports Network affiliates, New Trier Television, Comcast Northern Cook County, Highland Park Access, Southeastern Lake and Northeastern Cook County, AT&T Uverse, WOW, RCN Cable, and selected games on YouTube. Respect, sportsmanship, citizenship. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Well, the Trevians with the big outburst in the top of the first. And coming up here in the top of the second, Dylan Horvitz leaning it off. And takes a pitch low ball. Ball one. New pitcher on the mound. Saved the bleeding. Actually, all the runs were unearned. Fly ball. Taken by the right fielder for the out. That's because there were 5 errors. And 3 of those errors came after 2 were out. Well, actually, all of them then. Technically, all of them are unearned. Ball back. Cam Redding, the batter. Maine South played a nasty game of drop seat. Strike three. 2 away. Here's Anthony Clarko. High and outside the ball. And a ball. And a fly ball. Right fielder has it for the out. And Trevians go 3 up and 3 down in the second. Oh, what a difference an inning makes. You go to the bottom half of the second. And New Trier leading this one 17-1. And Ryan Walsh leading it off. And first pitch hitting ground ball. And a whoopsie. So Walsh aboard. And pitch runner Joe Gable as the courtesy runner. Here's Marty McNulty. And he sends a fly ball down the line foul. Down by the bullpen for the Hawks. And strike on the outside corner. Another one fouled off. No, the first runner back. And outside the ball. Ground ball. Throw out to second. They got him, but on the hand transfer, dropped the ball. But he's still out at second. So score that as fielder's choice. As Gable's out as a courtesy runner. Here's Danny Cerniglio. Outside the ball. Can't read my own writing. Cerniglio. And it's a little ground ball picked up by Donahue. Out at second. Out at first, the double play, and we're done with the second. At the end of two is New Trier 17, Maine South nothing. We'll be back. You are watching the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Drive at dusk, dawn, or night. Make sure you turn on your lights. A message into public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the third inning of this one. And Kyle Capone batting. For Sean Dwyer takes the ball. And fly ball. Center fielder over, has it for the out. Nate Shapiro. Bats. And a strike. Bottom third of the batting order due up for the Trevians. And a strike. And a little outside the ball. Well, I think we got a shorty today on the slaughter rule. Scooped and fouled away. And a ball. Fly ball. Center fielder coming in a little bit. And a nice sliding catch for the out. 2 away. And here's Will McNulty. So McNulty bats. Slow little ground ball. Third baseman has it. Over to first in time. And we're done with the top half of the third. Well, let's call it halfway home with this ball game. Because we're going to play 5, I expect. And Ortiz with the fly ball out to left field. For the out, Jaden Ortiz, 1 up, 1 down. And T.J. Bauer, the batter. Strike. And one bouncer. Hummel over to first. To Galarco for the out. Evan Hummel. Now it's short. There's a strike. This is Declan Griffin. And the pitch low ball. Well, in many ways, as you get to this point in the regular season, games are pretty much meaningless. It's just staying in shape and having a little fun. Get some work in. Ball. You already know where you're going in the playoffs. You already know who you're going to play in the playoffs. Ground ball, second to first. And 3 up, 3 down for the Maine South Hawks. At the end of 3, it's 17-1 in favor of the Trevians, and we'll be back. The home of North Shore High School sports, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Plan to arrive. Don't drink and drive. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning. And Francis Fay leading it off. We got the old days here at Maine South before they put in the new press box and fixed up the stadium here. They used to have this old public address horn, and your ear was right next to it. Ground ball, third to first for the out. He dropped the ball afterwards, but Francis Fay is out. Here's Patrick Jodelman. Trevians clearing up the... Going to give some of the other players an opportunity to play here. Pitch a little outside of ball. Yeah, what I was saying before, they had the horn, and you had to stand. The spot for the visitors was literally right next to the horn. In those days, there were no lights here. You'd have a football game, football day, and you'd have 3 football games with that public address announcer right in your ear. A base hit single for Patrick Jodelman. And I don't think I ever left here without having a headache. Here's Evan Hummel. Swing and a miss, strike. And a ball. And fly ball. Center fielder going to take it for the out. And Hummel gone. Here's Carter Heisinger. Swing and a miss, strike. Throw to first, runner back. We're in the top of the 4th. Carter Heisinger batting. And fly ball. Gonna go foul or by the new Trier bullpen. And pitch high ball. Yeah, so a little ground ball. And a whoopsie. Well, shortstop had it, just couldn't do anything with it. But that's not a hit. That's another error. Here's Cam Redding. Swing it a bit straight. And a ball. Second to miss. As another jet plane takes off. We're leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Ground ball right down the line. That's a fair ball. And another run going to come home for the Trevians. Over to third goes Heisinger, and into second goes Redding with the double. And Brian Kerwin, the courtesy runner. There's a strike to Griff Ryan. And strike two. Griff Ryan bats. 2 out. 2 more hits for the Trevians. Pitch outside the ball. Runners with their late delivery on the way. In there for strike 3, and we're done with the top half of the 4th. But the Trevians pick up another run. They needed the insurance. It's 18-1 in favor of the New Trier Trevians as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. And Salvador Sakala, first pitch inning, fouls one off down the line. Now Sakala bats. He singled his last time up, one of only 3 hits that the Hawks have today. Nugent, a little bit of an off day today. He's given up 3 hits. Ground ball foul. And a ground ball. Hummel up. Throwing over to Griff Ryan for the out. And one away. Here's Nick Corlett. And strike one. Bottom of the 4th inning. And again, we have a little bit of a breeze blowing in. Nothing terrible today. Kind of a nice day. And a wake-up call. Back towards us. And a ball.
Go ahead, kid. Come on, kid.
Time called. Now we're ready. And scooped and fouled away.
All right, Nick. Come on, Nick.
Nugent with the set, the pitch. Fly ball. Right field. And take it for the out. 2 up, 2 down. And John Machanga, the batter. It's Matt Roth, I believe, out there in right field. It's a ball. And low and away a ball. And low ball. New catcher and Robbie Pettis for New Trier. And a strike. And I think they're playing a field hockey game over on the stadium field over here to our right. Foul ball. Now the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Amber Delman the 4th. At the end of 4, it's New Trier 18 and Maine South 1. We'll be back. More action ahead on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Buckle up, Illinois. It's the law. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 5th inning. And Kyle Capone leading it off.
All right, Justin. Come on, kid.
Swing and a miss, strike. Trevians 18 runs on 15 hits here today. Yeah, fly ball. Little pop-up taken for the out. Yeah, fly ball. That's got to be a gamper out there. A double for Brian Kerwin. Make it a triple for Kerwin. Hustling it around, a triple for Brian Kerwin. Peyton Birch. And drops in for the base hit. And the 19th run of the ball game for the Trevians as Kerwin trots home with the single. And here's Francis Fay. And pitch high a ball. Fire department coming to the aid of Maine South, trying to put out the fire in this one. But it's a little late. Sorry, bad joke. New Trier leading this one 19-1. Now, all we're trying to do at this point is really make the 3 outs and go to the bottom half of the inning and get them out and go home. The delivery outside the ball. And foul ball back. Capone on it first. Francis Fay batting. Francis headed for Denison University in the fall. Got to play football there. At least that's what he told me. Swing it a bit. Strike three. And here is Matt Roth. So Roth bats. And Evan Hummel on deck. And strike. And a ball low and outside. 2-1. Or if you prefer blackjack on the count. And strike. And a slow little roller. Tough chance all the way around, and not going to get him. Safe all around. Throw over to third, not in time. And a single. And high pop-up. Coming back, and a nice catch by the catcher up against the fence here to end the top half of the fifth inning. We go to the bottom half of the frame, and the new Trier Trevians all over this one. New pitcher on the mound, Peter Schultz. And fly ball. Caught at the knees for the out, one away. That was Ryan Walsh. Here's Joe Gable. And Gable stuffed the liner over the head. It's a base hit. Alex O'Malley, the batter. And the ball. And the ball a little bit inside. O'Malley bats. Bottom of the fifth inning. Basically, Maine South with their last at bats of the ball game. Low and outside the ball. Throw to first. Runner back. And a line shot to right. That's a base hit. Single for O'Malley, and runners at the corners. Here's Tommy Hines. And strike.
All right, Tommy, come on, kid, get the runners in, kid. Come on, kid.
And well outside the ball. outside for another ball.
Go ahead, Johnny. Come on, kid.
3-1. And ball 4. Got to check that. If you don't get enough at bats and you don't keep track of your count yourself, you got to forget where you are. Anyway, Tommy Hyde's on base, and here's Will Brenza. And he's got himself a base hit. That's going to score 2. Change that, make that 1. And the bases remain loaded. Here's Matt Locascio. And strike 1.
Come on, man.
And strike.
Go ahead, Matt. Come on, Matt.
And high and outside the ball. Peter Schultz delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 2 down. And Will Manolis, the batter. And a strike 1 to Manolis.
Runners in, Will. Get some runners in, kid.
And a squibber, little ground ball, and gonna be safe all the way around. Little infield single throughout the second. Runner back. And 2 runs home here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here is Nick Corlett. 2 out. And a pitch in the dirt, a ball. The Trevians have just, that first inning, total cave-in by the Maine South, combined with a tremendous amount of hitting by the Trevians. They had 13 hits in the first inning, and this game was over early. And we're down to the last out here. And strike. The look in. And the pitch, and squibbed foul. Time called. And a ground ball. Ryan to Schultz for the out, and the ball game is all over. Well, the final word on this game for the New Trier Trevians: 19 runs on 18 hits, 1 error. They were struck out 2 times, walked 4, 3 left on base for the Trevians in the whole game. And for the Maine South Hawks, 3 runs, 7 hits, 6 errors in the game. And we're being kind there. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk issued by Trevian pitchers. That was Peter Schultz in the 5th. And 5 left on base for the Hawks. So that'll do it for us for this game. Stick around for more sports action on the network. And for all of us, we say as always, thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.